Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Peace, Love, and Light with the Queen Keon. It's your girl, the Queen Keon, here, and I am so excited to bring you season 2 of the podcast. Thank you so much. If you are returning and have listened to season 1, I definitely appreciate you for being so patient with me because, let's be honest, you've been waiting for a while. And if you are new here, I just want to say thank you so much. I don't know how you found me, but I definitely hope you stay. So as many of you may know, the last episode that I dropped was actually at the very end of 2022, and at the time I was going through a few things, but thank the gods that by the end of the year, approaching 2023, everything started to fall into place, and 2023 was actually a really great year for me. I had a chance to do a lot of personal development. I actually relocated to another state, and I've really just been having, I feel like, an epiphany. I feel like it's been like the whole phase of this current era that I'm in. It's really just been a whole lot of tapping into my passion projects and my creativity and my mental, emotional, and spiritual growth along the way. I was able to do some traveling and spend some time with family and invest more time into my relationship. And I also had a chance to really spend time with myself and get to know who I am at the core without all the distractions, without all the people around, just really figuring out who Keon is. And I feel like for me, that was the best part. So before I get into exactly what I've been up to, I just want to say, pat yourself on the back, celebrate, congratulate, just be grateful for the fact that you made it to another year, regardless how difficult it may have been, regardless the obstacles or the boundaries that you may have faced, regardless what you felt you were incapable of going into the year. I just want you to know that I'm so proud of you because you made it, and not a lot of people can say that. So I think that that's something to definitely be thankful for, and I'm so happy that you could be here with us today and have a moment to celebrate just existing. Okay, so I think we need to get more comfortable and familiar with celebrating our existence and being able to continue to move about and grow and explore and learn in this life, and to really just like have that opportunity to wake up every day and to be presented with life's lessons and its beauty, even though sometimes it feels like it can be a mess. Okay, I think it's definitely something to have gratitude for because, again, some people are not as blessed. Back in 2022, I actually lost one of my friends, and I feel like moving through life ever since has been a little bit difficult because I just have to acknowledge the fact that I am blessed to be able to see another day, and unfortunately, he was not. He was not able to make it to see another day. So every moment that I have, I try to have gratitude and express that because, God could have other plans, and I'm really just grateful that his plan is to continue to allow me to live out my wildest dreams and to chase my passions and continuously have that motivation and determination to bring all of these wild imaginations that I have into fruition. So definitely take a moment and just be grateful. And like I said, I'm so happy that you're here with me today, and I'm so happy that you have a chance to listen to the podcast. If you're new here, then most podcasts really stick to one core theme if you are a podcast listener, but here we talk about everything under the sun. Anything that you can think of that has to do with life and living, we talk about. whether it's encouraging, whether it's something that might seem silly, like just some plain old shenanigans. We do story times. I do features. I try to shed light on the other entrepreneurs and artists that are coming up in the community who may not have a big platform or may not have an outlet or a space to have their creative control and freedom to be able to control their narrative. This is the place. This is a platform that I wanted to create not only for myself to be able to promote my brand, but also to help other people promote their brand. So that's what we're all about here. We're all about the peace, we're all about the light, but we're all about the fun as well. And sometimes we need to take those moments to just uplift and encourage others because life is too short. So I really try to embrace and embody all things that are life on here. With Queen Keon, you get a little taste of everything. So just so you know what you're getting into, whether this is the podcast for you or not, you kind of, now you have an idea. And if you've been sticking around with me for a while and patiently waiting for my return, then you already know that it's about to get real fun and spicy, okay? Like, yes, I'm gonna educate and uplift you guys and inspire you, but also, I'm gonna talk my shit, okay? Because that's just what queens do. we gonna keep it nice and regal and royal over here, but at the same time, I am human, okay? So I'm gonna say what I would like to say as I should because it is my platform. And if you do not like it, then you can feel free to click over to the next person's podcast and check them out. But if you're here to stay, like I said, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. Now, I just want to go ahead and get into what it is that I've been up to for the last year, going on 2 years. So let's get into it. Honestly, guys, I don't even know where to begin. At this point, 2023 was such a blur. For the most part, I will say, as soon as I relocated and I moved to Tennessee in December of 2022, it was like I entered this whole new reality, right? I actually celebrated my 28th birthday by going on my very first cruise, which was just an amazing experience for me. Now, 2023 had so much in store for me, and a lot of it was very much so unplanned. I was able to travel. I was blessed enough to be featured for my work in about 6 publications. I was able to really tap into my creativity and my passion projects. I actually started working on 3 books that will be releasing this year. So far, I have released 1 book called Self-Love Journey, the Mental Health Journal Edition, which is a part of our Self-Love Journey series. This book is meant to encourage and uplift and also help people navigate on their mental health journey, because I definitely understand how hard it can be. So when I say that 2023 was a year of major personal development for me, I mean major. It was a lot of emotional and mental development that went into me becoming who I am today. And I just wanted to be able to encourage and uplift others on their journey and really help them along the way. Hence why I created the Mental Health Journal. Now, outside of that, I was in a space where I feel like I kind of was just attracting the kind of energy that I've been wanting to receive for the longest, right? When you say that you want to do something and you don't quite necessarily know how it's going to happen, well, that was pretty much all 2023 for me. So besides all the personal development and all the work that I had to put in towards my mental and emotional health, I also did a lot of content creation in the year of 2023. Now, it started off as me doing doing promo for my second book that I dropped, which was the first book of the Self-Love Journey series called the Tarot Journal Edition, which was created for all my spiritual baddies who pretty much would like to keep track of their tarot card readings and pretty much their personal development journey along the way. Because if you do tarot, then you know that you receive messages and you receive signs, and also sometimes there's things that you need to take note of to apply to your day-to-day life. So that's pretty much what this journal served as, just really like a guidebook for those who were on that part of their journey. Hence why I then created the mental health journal, which would be for everybody. Even if you don't consider yourself to be a spiritualist or doing tarot, I wanted you to be able to have an outlet to be able to express yourself and also keep track of your development along the way. With that being said, when I say I was in content creation mode, I was in content creation mode. I literally had this space where I was now able to really tap into all the things that I didn't really have the chance to before. It's just different when you have, your solitude. Something about those creative juices just start flowing. And I found myself in this space where I was able to create. And that creativity then led to the marketing and promotion that I did for my brand and for my company, Atwater Productions and Publishing. Now, I really wanted to find a way to have a platform that would expose my brand on a whole nother level, outside of social media, outside of the outlets where I had my own personal community of followers. I wanted to reach people that I was unable to reach on my own. So I found different outlets and different publications and different sources through media that were able to provide me a platform to talk about my brand and to really just tap into elements of myself that I feel like weren't really being exposed at the time. And that's how I was able to be featured in almost 6 publications within just the year of 2023. That's right, guys. In 1 year, I was able to be featured in almost 6 publications. Having the chance to really just talk about my brand and talk about the journey that I've been on and how I got to where I am now was really just really refreshing and, to be honest, really exciting, because I feel like sometimes people don't really get a chance to see where you're coming from. But when you're able to really expose yourself in an interview, in an article, on a platform where they are actually giving you the space and the opportunity to do so, it really just hits different. So I definitely enjoyed that experience, and each publication was a little different. So I really appreciated the opportunity to really just be able to have that level of exposure. And it really just opened my eyes, and I feel like opened the gate, the metaphysical gate, the metaphorical gate of opportunities going forward, Another thing that I was blessed enough to have the opportunity to do in 2023 was really, to be honest, just being able to breathe and live and really explore the idea of stillness and slow living. Having a chance to slow everything down and not really be on anyone else's time was just really magical. Okay, guys, I cannot express to you enough how wonderful it feels to not be on anyone else's schedule, anyone else's time. And I do understand that everyone is not blessed enough to be able to wake up when they want and move how they would like, because some people, they have different circumstances and situations in terms of what their career is and what their environment might look like. But I don't know, 2023 was one of those years for me. I wasn't on anyone else's time but mine, and it felt amazing. It was an amazing transition going from working in the restaurant industry, where I literally was working anywhere from 10 to 12 hours out of the day, either waking up really early or being up really late, working at someone's job, to being able to then work for myself, get up on my own time, go about my day on my own time, take a break when I need to. Everything was on my own time, and it felt wonderful. Now, granted, I did a lot of work in between, and I also helped some businesses as well. I did a lot of marketing and administrative work for a freight shipping company, which was actually my in-laws' business, their family business. And I was able to not just help another business get their, managerial things in order, but I also learned a lot about what I'm capable of and what I would like to do going forward. Like, as much as I do love entrepreneurship, I also do like the whole idea of affiliate marketing and also helping other businesses along the way, because some people do need that extra hand, whether it comes to social media, or marketing. There are different aspects in every industry that can use a little push, and I was able to be that push and help in a way that they needed. So that was wonderful for me, because again, I figured out what I was capable of, and I also had fun doing it. It was amazing opportunities came from that, and I definitely am so grateful for having a chance to actually be exposed to a whole new industry. It was wonderful. And lastly, I definitely can say that your girl ate really good for 2023, because as you know, I throws down in the kitchen. But this year, I definitely had a chance to spend a little bit more time doing menu and recipe development, and really just researching my current niche, which obviously is in the vegan plant-based field due to my current diet. But I discovered a lot of great new recipes and a lot of great substitutions for some of my favorite meals and favorite foods. So I'm definitely excited to share content with you guys going forward, so that way I can teach you guys about some healthier alternatives and healthier ways to eat, and also to show you that vegan food does not have to be nasty, okay? Vegan food can be just as flavorful and soulful as the food that you're currently eating, but with less of a hassle. Alright guys, now that I have you all caught up about 2023 and everything I've been up to, I want to go ahead and get into 2024 and what's to come. So far, for the month of January, we have launched our mental health campaign and product line called Every Day I Fight for My Sanity, which is used as a platform to help uplift, encourage, and educate others about mental health and mental wellness. We also released our book called Self-Love Journey, the Mental Health Journal Edition, which is now available on Amazon by Chef Keon Atwater, CCP. That's me. And this book is not your average journal. It actually includes prompts, affirmations, art, and mental health resources. So this book was intended to help you on your personal development journey, as well as prioritizing your mental and emotional health, because we do all understand that it is a struggle sometimes just trying to maintain our daily mental wellness. I wanted to make sure that everyone has an opportunity and a space to express themselves, and also be able to prioritize their mental health, so that way they can heal on this journey. Because as we know, every day can be a struggle, hence why we named our campaign Every Day I Fight for My Sanity, because everyone is currently fighting for their sanity, whether that is maintaining it or achieving it. You are not in this fight alone. I'm also very excited to say that Atwater Productions and Publishing has now been in business for 3 years as of January. So take a moment to celebrate with us as we celebrate our 3-year anniversary. And if you're excited about what's to come, definitely make sure that you follow us so that way you can stay in the loop. If you want to learn more about Atwater Productions and Publishing, as well as our other brands attached to Atwater Productions and Publishing, feel free to follow us on Instagram at Atwater Prod Pub or on Facebook at Atwater Productions and Publishing LLC. Alright guys, and now that you are all caught up about 2023, I want to go ahead and skip to current day for the month of February, known as Black History Month. As many may know, Black History Month is usually an opportunity to understand Black history, going beyond stories of racism and slavery to spotlight Black achievements. Our goal this month is to use our campaign called Every Day is Black His/Her Story to not only highlight, celebrate, and educate others, but to also encourage everyone to help tell our stories. We should be acknowledged for our greatness every day and not just 1 month out of the year. Our stories have and will forever continue to shape the world around us. We plan to use our campaign to motivate and encourage everyone across the African diaspora to take pride in who they are and tell their stories. Thank you for listening, everyone. I definitely appreciate you tuning in to episode 1 of season 2, Peace, Love, and Light. We will be dropping episodes as often as 2 to 4 times a month. That's right, guys. I am not giving you any particular schedule this time around. I'm just gonna say, keep your ears peeled and your eyes wide open. I will be giving it to you when I feel like it. In the meantime, between time, make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms and stick around for what's to come. We have so much great things coming, and in the next episode, I will be dropping more details and information about all the up and coming events. But as of now, I just want to say thank you again for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the first episode of season 2, Peace, Love, and Light with the Queen Keon. Do you have any questions, concerns, inquiries, want to tell a crazy story, or be featured on the podcast? Then go ahead and email me at thequeenkeon@gmail.com, and I'll be sure to get right back to you. By the way, guys, I wanted to do something a little different this season for Peace, Love, and Light. So if you've been enjoying our audio version of Peace, Love, and Light, then you'll definitely love our visuals that we're bringing to our YouTube platform. Make sure you follow me at The Queen Keon on YouTube so that way you can catch every half episode, which will include visuals as we sit down and we talk about all of our favorite things. Make sure you tune in and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. If you made it this far, then that means you listened to the whole episode, so I definitely do appreciate you. Please make sure that you follow me on my social media platforms. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Chef Keon, that's CHEFKEON, and you can find me on YouTube at The Queen Keon, THEQUEENKEON. Atwater Productions and Publishing is an event and media curator where we create online content and live events to market and promote our products and services. Not only do we produce our own content, we also provide platforms for affiliated artists and entrepreneurs within the communities that we touch. So head over to our Instagram page, Atwater, ATWATERPRODPUB. I like to think that the best self-care is lip care. So if you're as invested in your lips as me, then make sure you head over to Queen Kisses on Instagram and Facebook. Queen Kisses has a variety of lip care products ranging from lip balm, lip exfoliator, and lip nighttime renewal mask. She also has a few apparel options as well. So if you would like your own Queen Kisses hoodie or Queen Kisses face mask, then make sure you head on over to @Q_kisses. That's right. That's @Q_kisses on Instagram and Facebook. And don't worry, Kings. There is a men's collection as well called Kings Only. Currently searching for products to aid you in your spiritual journey? If so, I have just the brand for you. Kimono Grace. Kimono Grace is a lifestyle brand that provides products that lead their clients towards spiritual growth. The purpose is to bring healing to the world by clearing it of negative energy with smudging, crystal healing, and manifesting positive energy. Taking it a step beyond healing the body, mind, and spirit, the products are sent out, bringing with them harmony and balance. So if you're currently looking for spiritual products that will aid you in your journey, head on over to @Kimono Grace on Instagram. That's KIMONOGRACE on Instagram, and check out their products. Hey ladies, I don't know about you, but I surely do love lingerie. Not only does it help me embrace my femininity, but it also helps me tap into my sensuality and sexuality. One of my favorite companies is actually the Goddessy collection. So if you're interested in tapping into your inner goddess, head over to the Goddessy collection and check out their collection of lingerie, sex toys, and more.